Good day, everyone. My name is Randy Anderson. I'm the Chief Operations Officer for MODEXUS, and one of my favorite things is a series of interviews that we do. You can find on our official MODEXUS YouTube channel, and the title of the playlist is MODEXUS Rising Stars. It's so much fun to have conversations with people all across North America who are saying yes to MODEXUS, and they've started building a business. They're excited about what we have here, excited about our culture, and just to give a chance for all of you to meet them and learn a little bit more about them and why they chose MODEXUS. So today I am joined by one of our rising stars. She's in the Orlando, Florida area, and she's an RN, so she's out of the medical field, which is going to lead me up to one question I know for sure. So with that, I'd like to introduce you to Melahn Napier from Orlando, Florida.
Morning. Hi, thank you so much, Randy.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us this morning. And I've watched your journey here, starting out as a customer and kind of dipping your toe in the water and getting to know the products a little bit, and now you're upgraded to an advocate and you're looking to share this with so many people. Just begs to a lot of questions to be asked here, Melahn. But I tell you what, let's start out. I'd like for everyone to get to know you a little bit. If you can, just give us a little background. We know where you're from, but just, what professionally, I know you're a registered nurse, but is there anything particular that you specialize in? What are you doing now with your profession, and just, maybe certain interests that you have? So tell us a little bit about Melahn.
Okay, thank you. So I in 2016, I really came to the realization that I wasn't helping people in nursing. I was helping them through a sick revolving door. I was really good at helping them navigate that. We called them frequent flyers. It's awful. And so I did a lot of different kinds of nursing over the years, but probably the last 10 years or so, I did infusion therapy. So I had a lot of patients with just chronic problems. They were either on an IV heart drip so that they could, continuous drip, so they bridge themselves either to death or bridge themselves to a transplant. I had lots of amputations and infections and clots, and it was awful. And the worst part of it was the infusion pharmacy I worked for. It was all about getting more, I guess you could say, expensive therapy. They wanted the therapy that gave the best reimbursement by Medicare, and that meant really sick people. And so I saw firsthand that it can get greedy and even evil. And I wanted to leave that, but I didn't really know how. I did a lot of praying, and as a kid, my dad actually taught biology, and so he always taught us that the body can heal itself, and that's the way we were raised. So I was very grateful for that. So I knew there was another way, and I just was introduced to some different therapies that I shared with friends and family, and I saw people getting their lives back in ways that I could have never, ever seen in that allopathic world. Don't get me wrong, I keep my license up. I'm a registered nurse, and I love medicine, but it needs to stay in its own lane. We are inundated by allopathic medicine. We see the commercials all the time, pharmaceutical ads, and if you take one med, you need another med because of the side effects in that whole terrible, cycle. So I said, I want to do something to give people what they need. I'm going to continue to do this, to give people what they need to heal their bodies themselves. And so I had the pieces, but I was missing the nutrition, the supplement side of it. And so when I was introduced to MODEXUS by a dear friend of mine, Mark Stafkus, I knew that for him to be excited about a supplement, it was a big deal because he was very sick. And the traditional doctors told him that was it. They couldn't do any more for him. So he had to become a biohack. And He is a great researcher, brilliant, brilliant guy. I try to surround myself with people that are, better at things than I am. So are good at the things that I'm not so good at.
Mhm.
So I always was turning to Mark for studies and to discuss things, make sure something was legit, that kind of thing. So I knew if he was excited about it, had to be something to it. I was resistant in the beginning because the supplement industry, it's kind of a mess. I don't trust a lot of the supplements out there. I told you, Randy, that I was not excited about a supplement since the mid 70s. And now I am about MODEXUS. And so I knew I needed to look at it. I'm so grateful I did. And now I have that piece for what I offer people to heal themselves. And MODEXUS is on a righteous path. That's what I say, because I know that the goal is to clean up the supplement industry. That's one of the great goals. And I'm so grateful and proud to have found this company and be associated, be able to link arms with MODEXUS. So that's what's going on now. And I have seen so many great tests or heard so many great testimonials about MODEXUS. I have my own. Maybe we could talk about that. But when I see people coming off of more meds as I introduce MODEXUS, it's just thrilling to me.
Melahn, that is absolutely fantastic. And I really appreciate your insight coming from the medical field. And I like what you had to say. I mean, it's well care, sick care. It's not well care versus sick care. It's well care and sick care. And look, if I go out here and get hit by a bus, then I probably need to go to the hospital, and it's a sick care, but it has its own lane. Those were your words and a great way to put that. But well care is our individual responsibility, and that's something that we have to do day in and day out. And I know I appreciate your perspective on that. Do you have anything you want to add to that, the well care, sick care? I mean, people just need to understand the difference. That's an easy way to put it in two buckets and understand it, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, it's got its own place that pharmaceuticals. And if I have a trauma, like you said, I'm going to really hope that there's a great trauma surgeon, a great, anesthesiologist, and afterwards a great nurse to give me some great pain pills.
Yeah.
But that's where it needs to end. We aren't meant to be on medicine all of our lives. That's just not the way it's meant to be.
I agree with you. So one thing here at MODEX, and you're right. I mean, our mission is to do things right, to do no harm, to do what most companies are not doing. We're not driven by the almighty dollar. Yes, we're going to be a profitable company. We're going to be a well-run company. That way we can sustain ourselves. But not every decision is driven by the bottom line. And it looks like even, that's going to be in anything in life. You experience that in the previous field of nursing you were in. You mentioned as far as it was all about the bottom line. Not the case here at MODEXUS, and I appreciate you recognizing that. More and more professionals like yourself around North America are finding us and are recognizing the things that you're saying. And I just wondered why you think that is. Is there an overall enlightening happening within the medical community? Is it, we hope they all find us, but what's happening? Why do you think people are being drawn to our company and our culture? More importantly, first, why were you drawn to MODEXUS?
Because I knew that MODEXUS offered the best natural supplement in the world, and I knew that that was missing in my life and in my clients' lives. And
Mhm.
so I only want to be involved with a company if they have the culture that MODEXUS has, and the quality, and you have to have the science. And so MODEXUS has all those things, and not only the science, but the testimonials. So it was all of that for me. I know nutrition is so important. And, as far as why medical professionals are leaving, I can speak for the ones that I know. I know that I've had a friend of mine, retired ortho, neuro, and heart surgeon, tell me that since he retired, he has helped more people than he ever did in all of those specialties and all of those surgeries over the years. He has helped more people since he retired because he is able to work outside of that box. When you're in medicine, you go into it because you think you're going to help people, typically, hopefully that's why people do, but you get there and you're in a box. You have to follow the algorithms from the insurance company, the FDA, all of these things. And I think people are frustrated when they realize that it's so confining. And like I said, I helped people through a sick revolving door. So now that he's retired, this one doctor I'm thinking of, or speaking of, he told me he's helped more people than he ever did in all those years because he can show them what they need to feel their bodies, teach them they have to take responsibility for their own health. And so now he feels the rewards of what he signed up to do, which is be a doctor, which means to teach. And
Wow.
so, I just think that when I look at the people I know that have left to really help people, and MODEXUS is piece that they all need for the nutrition for helping.
Yes.
That's the name of my company is The Missing Link, because I want to bring things to people that will be that final link to help them in their lives, no matter what, from what aspect. So
I,
nutrition is huge. And I just see people with MODEXUS, the stories I've heard from medical professionals, they just want to be able to give people the very best options for their nutrition. And
mhm.
people are leaving medicine because I think they feel confined. I hear it from a lot of doctors. I heard a story the other night about a doctor, and he just feels like he's just not helping
Yeah.
people, and they're frustrated. So we need to
That's,
be able to share with them there's another way, and they don't have to stay in those boxes. They can
yeah.
still help. They can truly help people if they want to. So.
I, I love your perspective again, and those were some great stories to share. And I hear that a lot too. People that are in the profession and just they're finally realizing that look, there's so much more I can give here, but again, it's the bottom line. The dollar from all these outside influences is controlling their ability to do what they committed their life to do, and that's to help people. And they find that they can't. So great perspective. And also, I love the name of your company, The Missing Link, and I should have mentioned that at the beginning of the recording. But what a great name, and so point on. So Melahn is the founder and owner of The Missing Link, and we're excited that you said yes to MODEXUS and are willing to partner up your company up with ours and help spread the word. I also loved what you said about you hadn't been excited about a supplement company since the 70s. And I think that's revealing as well. But I think that also speaks to where the industry has gone because it's wandered off the path for all the wrong reasons. And that's what we're looking to correct here. And I know you recognize that. So you want to elaborate on that, maybe in closing. And this is a great message, Melahn. I'm so thankful that you're willing to share this because I know this is going to resonate with a lot of people. And if you're, people, what would you say to people that are in the medical profession, maybe are looking for a home, someplace that's safe for them to come and call home? Would you recommend MODEXUS?
Yes. So I know that you told me you when you were founding MODEXUS, you told me that you knocked on 12 manufacturers' doors
It
before
was a
you could
bunch.
find one, right?
It
That
was a
would
bunch. Yes.
meet your standards and safety first. I know you also told me that people want things sometimes like gummies or smoothie mixes or whatever, and that's not going to happen until the quality of MODEXUS products won't be compromised. Those things are the things I love to hear because we cause so much damage in that allopathic world. the side effects, people don't even care about the side effects. They just take the medicine, take the medicine, take the medicine. And they might care, but they know that if they have a problem, they can get another medicine. They're not even realizing it's the side effects. And MODEXUS isn't willing to compromise. So that is huge for me. That just, I think when you're a true healthcare person and you really want to have people have optimal health, that has to resonate.
Yeah.
You know, so that was just so refreshing, and I love that. I also love the interaction here. Just like today, you take the time out to meet with us, and I know that I have tremendous support leadership. Now I have new mentors and friends in my life because of MODEXUS. So do you think that ever happens in that other world that I've been talking about? You make friends, but you don't feel open to voice concerns necessarily. There's no
Right.
time for that. It's just a madhouse. Everybody is pretty much anxious and angry in that world. So I would say to people who are looking for a way out or just a way to have more leverage so that when they do want to change a job, perhaps they can do something. Everybody is looking for a side hustle, it seems these days. They can do something and help people. Once you know about MODEXUS, I don't see how you could have the ability to stay quiet. So just share from their hearts, help people, help themselves, and then they can build up some income to have a little leverage when they do want to change. I was just reading on LinkedIn, Bloomberg said 74,000, I think the minimum wage people or salary, if you will, whatever annually that people will accept now. And there are a lot of people changing jobs over and over and over to try to get to that income. Why not stay where you are if you're happy enough and just have a that, like I said, that sort of passive income, if you will. If you
Right.
tell enough people, telling enough people, telling enough people, then you're going to see your bank account coming up. And that's
Yeah.
always encouraging and helpful when you're struggling in a job and you feel like you don't even have the energy maybe to do much else other than go to work, and now you're trying to find another job for more money. So just do something that comes naturally. If you're a health caregiver, then you're going to want to share. So okay, well, what else was I supposed to,
That
what else
that
did you want me
well,
to, did I
that was
answer?
a no, that was really a great answer and spot on. And you're talking
Good.
about the affiliate opportunity, the income opportunity that we
Yeah,
also have here. And I
right.
think one thing I want to close with is a conversation that you and I had was interesting because there's a lot of people that maybe some for good reasons, some not, but they've had a bad experience in the networking industry or direct sales industry or affiliate industry, and I can understand why. I've spent over 25 years in the industry, and I've seen a lot of things begin again because of greed and the almighty dollar. Companies cutting corners, building things for the wrong reasons. Our mission here is to correct the wrongs in the industry, and we're doing that. And we're growing because of it. People are finding out that we are for real and we can back up everything we're saying. And I know that you discovered that as well. But we had a conversation of also why, if these products are this good, and they are, why are we using the business model that we are to distribute them? And my answer to you was simply this: I can't use traditional business models to distribute these products because the first thing they'll want to do is to destroy the validity of the product, the integrity of the product. And I know you had some interesting thoughts on that as well, because that's exactly what happens. I've seen
That's right. And you know, it, the when we talk about having to make money and people are uncomfortable with that a lot of times, well, I just wanted to share it, but I'm not worried about making money. That's usually not true. People do want to make money. One of the
it.
biggest
Yes, they do.
hardships is financial.
Right.
And so with MODEXUS, what I found and what I would tell people, looking at MODEXUS, whether full-time, part-time, whatever, if they want to become an affiliate, it's the easiest thing I've ever seen to share. And I don't have to be an expert. I'm not an expert on nutrition. I'm a nurse. So, you know, they don't give us a lot of nutrition in nursing school or medical school, very little. So we have Dr. Charlie Rouse, the medicine man. Look him up, Google him. We have Andrew Reinhardt, the
Dr.
person
Hackett.
who, Dr. Hackett. We have such a great team that they're from every aspect and that supports the field. When you are working out in the field in sales for companies like you were just describing, or even in network marketing, the support is not necessarily there. But with MODEXUS, we truly have it. And it's so easy to share. I can support that just from this one example. We can literally go into, if I have my phone with me, I click on the link, I copy and paste, and it's a beautiful YouTube channel that takes you into a plethora of videos, shorter, longer, with doctors, a whole panel of experts, people sharing testimonials, everything. So people can peruse and they can research and find only good information. So there's nothing easier. And the back office, if you will, where we go and go to look at what's been going on with our activity, look for science, things to share there if we want. It's so straightforward, so easy for people to place their own orders. And I just can't say enough about all of those things. So I'm not uncomfortable talking about the money side of it anymore because I do realize people have a lot of financial pain and we can't help anybody if we're broke. So it's a beautiful way to help people with their health and financially.
Melahn, I enjoyed speaking with you. You have fabulous insight. You have a lot of wisdom. You have great experience to share. You're going to do great things here at MODEXUS, and we just are so grateful that you decided to say yes and join us. And this has been a great conversation. So
thank
everyone,
you so much.
Melahn Napier, she's a registered nurse. She's also the owner and founder of the Missing Link in the Orlando, Florida area. And we so appreciate her time this morning. And that's going to be all for now. But this has been an edition of MODEXUS Rising Stars. So for now, guys, until next time, stay healthy.
Merry Christmas.